Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in again. I hope you're all doing good. Look at it. It's a glorious sunny day. And honestly, I'm not going to do a long intro because I want to get outside, make the most of it because I don't actually have that long before I go pick kid up from school. Look how nice this bike looks in the sun though. Oh, can you see that? I don't even know if that's too sunny. I don't know if you can actually see how much my stayer sparkles in the sun, but honestly, like, you sort of bike you have to see in person. It's so lovely. Gonna go for a smashy ride. It feels like ages since we've been out for a proper smashy ride. So the thing is, my stayer does not actually have a power meter, and I don't like wearing a heart rate monitor. So on this bike, it's gonna be very much feel. I could just swap over the pedals and put my power pedals on this bike, but honestly, I'm just going out for like an hour and a half, hard effort. I want to kind of do a sustained pace, and it's going to all be based on feel. So do you need all these power meters to train efficiently? I feel that if you want to train based just on feel, if you've used heart rate and power beforehand, it makes everything a lot easier. You have like a base to gauge your efforts on, whereas like feel is just feel, and you don't know if you're putting out, well, you don't know how many watts you're putting out. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think power and heart rate and all that stuff is better for training, or can you do it just on feel? Anyway, today is just a feel ride. It's going to feel pretty painful, I'm pretty sure. Having you guys with me is quite nice because then it means I get to stop and have a chat to you. Anyway, let's go outside and enjoy some of this sunshine. Right, let's go. I was going to try and talk to you, but I'm kind of just dying. Honestly, there's these punchy hills, really short, steep hills. Even with the power meter, it's really hard to like keep your effort consistent because it's just so steep. So when I don't have a power meter, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. You just kind of pedal as hard as you can and then hope you don't blow up before the top. Whew. So I wouldn't say I prefer riding without data, but I think every now and then it's really nice to do it. If you do want to train without power, wait a minute, I'm going to have to be all like helpful here and give you tips. Basically, you can Google it, it's on British Cycling website. There you go, it tells you how to train without power, and it's all right about your perceived effort. If like I'm riding like really slow like now, I could like hold a conversation and I feel like I'm not expending much energy, so that'd be like your zone 1. Zone 2, you're like slightly more out of breath. Zone 3, it's like harder to have a conversation. Zone 4, pretty much impossible to have a conversation. Zone 5, you ain't chatting. Oh look, right away. So you can kind of gauge your power by how much you can talk. I mean, for me, I'll waffle the entire time, so it doesn't really work. Nah, but being serious, I couldn't talk to you then. I was like pretty much on the rivet, so I was kind of dying. Do you reckon we can get down here? Is it really stupid to take a really nice thousands of pounds worth of bike down a bridleway? It looks quite smooth. So much for my consistent effort, you know. I was also doing a nice little loop. I don't know, I think we should just ride down it. It's really sunny and nice there, and there's like rolling hills, but there's gravel and a massively unsuitable bike. So let's go and see if we can get down there. I might have to stop and just turn around and walk back up, but I like an adventure. What can you say? Just call me Adventure Dave. I mean, this is a bad idea, right? You know when you have a bad idea, this is a bad idea, isn't it? It's a really bad idea to ride like this, down there. It's a really bad idea. I'm not doing another video where I like break another bike. Oh my god, I can barely walk up it. Like, look at the size of it. I can't even walk up this stuff. Sometimes it's just not a suitable road, and this is definitely not suitable. Quite fond of my gravel bike though. I nearly rode my grounding bike today, like the flat bar gravel bike. We should call it a grounding bike because then you guys know what I mean. Anyway, I nearly rode that today. I didn't. I think I made a good call. I think riding down that would be stupid. Right, we can probably ride up this though. love training on all these lanes. They're so nice, they're so fast. They're kind of hidden from the wind because they're high hedges. But honestly, if you're pinning it, you have to be really careful because, I mean, like you can see, it's as wide as like one car. So if someone's coming towards you, you're kind of screwed if you're going too fast or they're going too fast. We're gonna go this way, into the rainforest. Lovely. I need to stop nattering though. I'm just using guys as an excuse to be lazy. So I've had a little break, went to look at a gravel trail, nearly crashed my bike. So let's get back to it again. I say we, I better get back to it. What an absolute massive yes to that ride. That was mega awesome. You know what? One of the nice things about not riding with power is that sometimes you don't want to know how weak you are or how strong you are. Well, actually, no, you're never going to like moan about how strong you are. But sometimes you go out and your legs just don't have the power. And today, like I went out and my legs felt really nice. The thing is, I don't know if I was actually putting out much power, but I felt strong. You know, I did blow up a couple of times on some of the sharp climbs. I just went out too fast and didn't really pace it properly. That's when it's hard without a power meter. But it was really enjoyable and I actually felt really strong. I mean, again, I don't know if I was strong because I had no heart rate and no power to kind of like back it up. But does it really matter? And if I enjoy it, surely that's the most important thing. That's what it is for me. Enjoyment. The fact that always when I want to do long rides, so I have the weekend to do some long rides and guaranteed it's going to massively rain at the weekend. So if it is, it might be a long ride on Zwift. And even though I have an amazing turbo setup, I find long rides on Zwift, and when I say long, I mean like 3-4 hour rides on Zwift, I find it quite hard. If you want me to delve more into like training without power or training with power, like I'm not like a massive fountain of knowledge, but I do kind of know a little bit. British cycling qualified coach actually. But I feel like I've done enough to kind of tell you a few little tips to training without a power meter or without a heart rate monitor. If you don't have a heart rate monitor and you don't have a power meter, you can train without that, you know, you can do it on feel and you're definitely going to get faster just by putting in a bit of effort when you're riding. Anyway, enough waffling for me. I'm absolutely starving. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.